Jack, you must be delighted to be through to the final of the IRN-BRU Cup.
Yeah, look, I think that when you play in a semi-final of cup competition, the goal is to get to the final. We've done that, made it difficult, but we got there in the end, so really pleased.
How pleased were you with the response from the second half? Because I don't think you would have been too happy with the first half performance.
No, the pleasure of that sometimes still diluted by how angry I was at half time. In the first half, was abysmal, and I told the players that at half time, spoke about their character and how they had went about it. Was very critical of them as a group, very angry, but the response was great. That's all I can ask for, to show that type of response in the second half, that courage to go and play. That's what we're capable of doing, and they're capable of producing performances like that. They need to do it though from the get-go, not after 45 minutes, because we could have been out the game. We were so poor first half, but delighted with the reaction second half, and I thought we deserved to win the game.
How happy were you with your captain Stephen McGinn's contributions in the game?
Look, Stephen's a player that shouldn't be playing at this level, in my opinion, in the Championship. The reason he's here is because of the relationship I have with him, and the affection he's got for this club, and the desire he's got, along with me, to try and drag this club forward. He's been terrific since he's came in. Even first half today, I thought he was one of the very few that had pass marks, because he was still trying to bring an energy to us. But second half, he was immense. His goal's fantastic. Supporters here have seen him score goals like that for the club before anyway, but his all-round play was terrific.
Obviously, they're a decent team. They've not lost much this season. I think they've only lost twice. How difficult an opposition were they?
Well, it was a tough match because they come in with a winning mentality, because if you mentioned, lose very few games, used to dominating domestically. And the way they played and the style they played in the first half is what I expected, is what we'd prepared for. We just didn't do our job properly in terms of how the tempo we played at. So, yeah, it was a tough test. It was going to be a tough test before the game. It proved to be the case, but I think we showed that in the second half, when we played to the best of our abilities, I think we were better than them, and I think that was shown.
How happy are you to be leading the team to a final though?
It's great, it's great for everybody associated with clubs. Delighted for the players, because these opportunities don't come around very often. And I said to the press after the game as well that I hope that it's a little bit of payback for the loyalty that the supporters have shown to the club this season. The biggest payback will be us addressing the league position and trying to progress in the Scottish Cup as well. But I hope that we get into this final, and then hopefully going on and winning it. It's a reward for those supporters that have stuck by us, because they were great again today. The numbers they turned out and for this competition was great. The backing they gave the players, and I think they enjoyed the second half, and I hope they did, and I'm glad they did.
Speaking of the supporters, you're looking at the game next week, IRN United and the league, a massive game. How big a role could they have? Because they'll obviously, again, they'll travel in big numbers down to here.
Look, Dumbarton, they were terrific. East Fife, they were terrific. Home game again today, they've been brilliant. Look, they've been very, very good for me in my time in charge, despite the results not always going the way we would have wanted. They've been excellent. I keep hammering home the message to the players that they have to give them a performance that drives them on, and that's what they did second half today. If we can produce that again next week, and the numbers they'll travel in, and then it's a potent combination. It's a brilliant combination, it's a powerful one, and it's one that could keep driving us forward for the remainder of the season.
How important is it to build on this win today and the win over East Fife next week, going into the game next week?
Keeps talking about momentum. I know I say it all the time. It's something that we've not managed to do since I took over the job in October, in terms of putting that consistent run of victories. Our recent form, I think we're 3 defeats in 12, 1 in 6. That's okay, that's good going, but we need to be winning league games. So when we don't win league games, people focus on that because of the position we're in. We're winning in the cup last week, we're winning in the cup this week, scoring goals on a regular basis. We go and win the game next week. That's our aim, is to go and win the game, and we start building momentum. And once we build that momentum, then I'm confident that it will be difficult to stop.
Jack, congratulations today.